what happened to me.
Yeah, I will do. All right, so that's recorded. So, Charles, thank you very much for agreeing to talk to me. So,
It's an
yes,
absolute pleasure.
I mean, I really sweet. I mean, obviously, that I did not expect to be having this conversation, and I didn't expect you to even. I suppose just even the fact that when you said that you tried Mercury Protocol, that was incredible. But I'm just trying to think if I need to give this kind of background. So right now you're in Japan, um,
Hmm.
and how long have you been there for?
Off and on since 1985,
Okay, so yeah, so
all but about 6 years.
6 years. Okay, all right.
Mm.
And so the reason why we're having this conversation is because um, I created a protocol. I didn't. I created a protocol for a client I was working with who suffers from Parkinson's, and she came to me saying, "Can I help?" And I said, "I don't really know if I can help because I hadn't really worked with anyone with Parkinson's before." Did a little bit of research. I got some advice. I think you know Michael Goldblatt, the doctor as well, the surgeon. Do you know him? Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Oh, okay. Well, see, he's written some really interesting articles recently about different things in hypnosis
Mm.
and incredible stories that have happened to him when he's been applying hypnosis with surgery that he's been doing. So I've shared a couple of articles
Uh,
actually on my Facebook post recently. But anyway, so I knew him from the MMHA. So I asked him before I did um, worked with this lady who was asking me, "Can you
mm,
help?" I thought, I don't know. I've never tried this before. I'm scared. I don't know anything about Parkinson's. So I
mhm.
spoke to Michael. He gave me some good information, which I didn't even know this that Parkinson's impacts it basically causes degeneration of the part of the brain that releases dopamine, and that's the part that affects motivation and reward as well as physical movement. So that's why people with that inhibits that or reduces or completely destroys that part, so they don't get any dopamine, so they get these tremors and these shakes. And the lady that came to me said, "Can I help her reduce the shaking because she was an architect? So can she have something to make her still enough?" She wasn't asking me for a cure because it's an incurable disease. Yeah, she was asking me, "Can I reduce the tremors so she can
Just
feel
some kind
quiet?"
of
Yeah,
relief.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so, I mean, I was very, yeah, I was kind of encouraged because even the hypnosis research I did said that even like resting tremors can just felt like that was such huge success. I think it was like initially afterwards or during the session that clients would completely, experience relief from it, and that was
Mm.
great. I've also since discovered that it's important to carry on the treatment. So if you learn self hypnosis, that can be really powerful. Anyway, because I felt encouraged that I could help, and because I felt she really was asking, so she was saying, "I trust you." I had that
Mm.
openness with her. I felt encouraged to work with her. So,
Yeah.
and in the process, I inadvertently created my own protocol because of the information I was getting from her, feedback, and because that is the way that I work generally with clients. So I happen to
You're
have some.
really building up the suspense here.
I didn't mean to be doing that. Is that another
Oh
word
my
for boring?
God, my light's gone out.
Oh, I'm afraid to
Okay,
risk.
there
Okay,
we
yeah.
go.
I hope you're not saying suspense as in you're being too long-winded and boring.
I'm just teasing. Sorry.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah. Maybe I'll have to cut this bit. But anyway, so now I've forgotten my train of thought. Oh yeah, so anyway, and in the interim of working with her, created this protocol for her tremors. She had incredible results from these tremors, as you know.
Mm,
And she was able to have periods where she could do her design work. Again, I want to
mm,
illustrate this is not a cure. This is about having tremors at rest and reduction.
yeah.
Anyway, I shared my protocol with a load of hypnotherapists on YouTube, and this is where you come in. And I always said, "This is my protocol. I used it from a lady with Parkinson's. It's been great for her. It's a great protocol. I could see it was a great protocol because it was simple." And this is where you come in, Charles. So I just know if you'd like to explain, because you don't have Parkinson's, but explain how you used the protocol.
Yeah. I don't have Parkinson's. According to a doctor, what I have is called um, essential tremors, which basically means I have a progressive tendency to shake the heck out of my hands. And even when I was like in high school, my hands would shake a little bit. So I've always had a little bit of that. Maybe it's genetic, I don't know. Anyway, over the last several years, it has gotten progressively worse. It's gotten to the point where I can't do fine motor work like I used to love to make things, fine motor work like um, electronic soldering, building things. Mm, just my hand just shakes too much. Just can't really control it. Okay, so write it off. But I saw actually, it was all really random and just happenstance. I saw your video on YouTube and I thought, hey, I know that lady. And so I just sat down and watched it, and I heard you somewhere in the middle. You started talking about this person you knew who had this problem, and they had gotten some relief. And you went into a technique, and you called it a Mercury technique, I believe.
Yeah, Mercury Protocol.
Protocol, yes,
Yeah.
Mercury protocol. And
Sounds more
I'm
flash,
sitting
doesn't
there,
it?
and I'm sitting there just letting you lead me through it, just like all the other people that are in the on the video. And at one point, you said, just pick an issue, and we'll just apply it to that. And so, for no apparent reason, didn't have any reason to think I would have results, yes or no. I just thought, yeah, okay. This shaking in my hands. So I went through it, and afterwards, that was interesting. And after after the uh, protocol, after you did the exercise, um, I tried putting my hands together, and let me tell you, I could not do this before. My hands were like this. That was the best I could do. But immediately after, my hands, I thought maybe they were a little better. Oh, I can almost get all my fingers together now. Day or two, 3 days later, whatever it was, I tried it again. Holy cow.
Bloody hell, that's fucking madness.
Yeah. Out of nowhere,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far as I knew.
And as far as I know.
Yeah. And then after about a week and a half, I thought, there's something else. I was shaving, and I had gotten to the point where I had to use both hands to shave. And I thought, I wonder. So I tried slowly, very slowly, to shave, and damn, I could do it. I shaved, and it wasn't the cleanest shave in the world, but it was pretty doggone good. It was better than I'd been doing. And so these were two things. I don't see that they changed my life exactly, but they sure made me feel better about myself.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is incredible and really, really helpful. So bizarre, really. I wish I understood more why, why it works. That would be great,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
I should emphasize that I had no expectations one way or
yeah,
the other. I just went through it because it was there
yeah, because it's
and it
something.
worked anyway.
And that's the real, really reason why I'm talking to this group tonight, because there is such limited support and help for people with Parkinson's. And again, just highlight that
Mm,
you have something that doctors called an essential tremor,
mm.
but not Parkinson's. But the fact is, it's the tremor. And you weren't told what's caused it. You have no idea what's behind the tremors. No.
Mm.
And did you
My
have like a?
father always had shaky hands, but not as
Oh
much
right,
as I.
okay. So there may be a genetic element to it. Um, so after you used the Mercury protocol and it sort of gave you some relief, did you have you been what have you used it again since? I know you used it no, because
Oh, just one shot.
yeah. So why don't you? I mean, this is just because what I've
Truth is, I don't remember how it goes.
well, okay, well, I'll give you the link again because if you
Oh,
haven't got it, because then you
okay.
can just. But only that's something that since I've been researching up on Parkinson's is one of the things that has been found is that if something's working, if you keep doing it, if you do it 3 or 4 times a day, or if it's
Mm.
self hypnosis, and that's only if it's bothering you, but but that's something that
Yeah, if it were one of my
if yeah
clients, I would certainly ask them that
yeah
same
yeah
question. Yeah.
yeah if you want to use it as a regular control, because obviously it's not going to be you do something once, and if it's something like tremors and they're not ever going to come back, is it's going to be
Yeah.
something you have to continually do. It must stimulate some part of the brain that
Yeah.
releases something that allows that those shakes to stop, and this is where
Mm.
the person I know nothing about how, why, and that's why it's as mad to me. The first when I first did it with this lady, and all her tremors completely stopped. It's
Yeah.
like watching a miracle, and you
Yeah,
don't know.
that
Yeah,
is impressive.
it is, isn't it? But you think, I don't know, I don't understand. But it's what we do with hypnosis is constantly watching a miracle that you don't really understand yourself. You can't
Yeah.
totally understand what it is or why it is. Um, but it's incredible. And Faye, I'm really so grateful to you. First of all, for playing along with it, with this kind of like what the heck, might as well way with that open curiosity, which is
Yeah,
what
well, I
we're allowed to
owe
do.
you a kind of a debt of gratitude as well.
No, no, it's a pleasure. That's really why I shared it, just in the hope that it can only be good, isn't it? It can only
Sure.
be a force for good. Okay, anyway, I'll stop.
I would love to hear that you have used this with hundreds of people and helped them.
Yeah, me too. And that's why I'm excited about working with this group, which is funny because it's just well, not less, but it's just not it's not a group or an illness. Or I know I said to you, I wasn't driven to work with pain or illness because it scares me. But when you see what you can do with it and how it can improve people's lives, why would you not?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. But I will. I'll let you know how it goes. But this has also been helpful to me. So I might even, if I can edit myself down enough, I might try and share bits with them as well. But what you've said is helpful enough. Let me stop the recording. Thank you, Charles.
You are quite welcome. And